Again, welcome to geography class. In this class we are going to see the upcoming point from the chapter number 4, agriculture. I request you please have a notebook and your textbook to copy down the important point from this presentation. Chapter number 4, agriculture. Now we are on the topic number 10th. In that we are discussing non-food crop. So today we are going to see cotton and jute. Then technological and institutional reforms in agriculture area or a sector we are going to see. Moving further, to have a quick recapitulation whatever we had studied in our previous classes. In our previous part we had seen rubber crop. The slide is speaking to you about it's a tropical as well as subtropical areas in which the rubber can grow. Require moist and humid climate with the rainfall more than 200 centimeter and temperature above 25 degrees Celsius. Then the upcoming point from this rubber, it is an important industrial raw material, and the areas where the rubber is grown, that's Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Nicobar Islands, including Garo Hills of Meghalaya. If we are seeing by ranking in the world, so India rank 5th among the world natural rubber producer. Next, we have seen fiber crop. In that, jute, cotton, hemp, natural silk are the 4 major fiber crops grown in India. Right? The photographs are self-explanatory. Now we are moving to discuss about the other topic, that's a cotton, jute and industrial and technological reform in agriculture sector. First, cotton. India is believed to be the original home of the cotton plant. Cotton is one of the main and raw material for the cotton textile industry. So the data, that means in 2016 India was the second larger producer of cotton after China, which explain China is the first and India is the second. Cotton grows well in red parts of the black cotton soil of the Deccan Plateau. In the chapter number 1, when we are discussing about the black soil, regular soil, we were having the black cotton soil or a cotton soil. I hope you remember that. It requires high temperature, light rainfall or irrigation, 2-1 knot frost-free days and the bright sunshine for its growth. So, the cotton is kharif crop which requires 6 to 8 months to mature. Major cotton producing states of our country are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. So dear cadet, while preparing the notes, you have to bifurcate the cotton. It's important. Describe the features of cotton soil or describe the features of cotton as well as specific features in that the area in which they are grown, it is which type of crop, require the rainfall, temperature or so on. Everything you have to include in your short note. In an upcoming slide we are going to see that. Next, jute. It is known as the golden fiber. When you were in 8th standard, at that time only in the chapter number 4 agriculture, already you studied about jute, which is also known as golden fiber. So jute grows well on the well-drained fertile soil in the floodplain where soil are renewed every year. High temperature is required during the time of the growth. West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, Orissa, Meghalaya are the major jute producing states. Next, it is used in making the gunny bags, mats, rope, yarn, carpets and other aircraft. Due to its high cost, it's losing market to synthetic fiber and packing material, particularly the nylon. So dear cadet, which crop is known as the golden fiber for 1 mark MCQs can be asked, so the choose will be the correct answer, right? Next, moving further, this is the short gestate version of the cotton. Here single line, single sentences are there. In that you just copy down all this point and you can make it notes for your examination. I hope so. Already all the cadets are knowing about that. The examination pattern for the 10th standard is changed. Lots of MCQs will be there, and the MCQs are going to be based on the concept, theoretical. It's going to be making you confused. So the concept should be clear to you. If your concept are clear, any MCQs will be there on that particular topic, you are going to give the correct answer. Next, technology and institutional reform. Agriculture has been practiced in the India from thousands of years. So this slide is talking about our next topic, that's the technology and institutional reform. So by seeing the photograph, you are understanding about the modern advanced agriculture method, how they are used in agriculture. Sorry for that. Next, technological and institutional reform. It was mentioned in the previous pages that agriculture has been practiced in India for the thousands of years, as I read in that slide. Sustained use of the land without the complaint, techno-institutional changes have inhibited the pace of the agriculture development, which simply means that we are going to talk about how the technology and institutional reform meet agriculture, the progress and the productions are going to be high. As in our previous year only, we had discussed about the green revolution, white revolution and so on. So dear cadet, please make a note of that. In spite of the development of the source of irrigation, most of the farmers in the large parts of the country still depend upon the monsoon and natural fertility in order to carry on their agriculture. For a growing population, this poses a serious challenge. Next, agriculture, which is providing the livelihood for more than the 60% of its population. Earlier it was India's 1/3 of the population was dependent on the farming or agriculture. Thus, collectivization, right? Then the land holding, then the abolition of zamindari pratha, corporation, etc. were given the priority to bring out the institutional reform in our country. After the independence, many land reform was done in India. So land reform was the main focus of our first 5-year plan. Right? So dear cadet, here we are going to see about the land reforms, in that the abolition of zamindari pratha, right? Consolidation of the holding, right? Collectivization, right? All the points you have to write in the notes. Then inheritance had already led to the fragmentation of the land holding necessities, and it's going to land holding consolidation. Dear cadet, by this particular passage, what you have to do? You have to do notes, you have to find out. Just I am marking here. Agriculture, which is providing the livelihood for more than 60% of its population. Second point, needs some serious technological and institutional reform. So the technology should be and the institution reform required, because we were doing the primitive subsistence farming. So the journey from the primitive subsistence farming to the modern farming method. So number of the changes, just the abolition of zamindari pratha, consolidation of the holding, corporation and other things was done. Land reform was the main focus, in which the first 5-year plan of our country. Next, the law of land reform were enacted, but the implementation was lacking or lukewarm. The Government of India embarked upon introducing agricultural reform to improve Indian agriculture. In 1960s to 1970, the Green Revolution, based on the use of the package technology, and the White Revolution, that's a Operation Flood, were some of the strategies initiated to improve the lot of Indian agriculture. But this is to lead to the concentration of the development in a few selected area. That means the Green Revolution was successful in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh. So in the northern part of the India it was successful, but in the south part and other part it was not. So next point is about that already we had discussed in our previous presentation in 9th standard only about the Green Revolution and so on. So I am not going to move into the detail, but in the revolution or in the reforms you have to add upon that the initiative taken by the Government of India in Indian agriculture to improve is the quantity, quality, and the technological and institutional reforms. Next, therefore, in the 1980s and 1990s, a comprehensive land development program was initiated. So in which year it was initiated? In 1980s and 1990s, which include both institutional as well as the technological reforms. So provisions of crop insurance against drought, these are all the natural disasters. Drought, flood, cyclone, fire, disease, establishment of Grameen banks, cooperative societies and banks for providing loan facilities to the farmer at the very low rate of interest were some important step in this direction. So here, dear cadet, you can understand about the technological and institutional reform. That means they are getting the crop insurance, right? Then establishment of the Grameen bank, then cooperative society and the other bank which were providing the loan facility to the farmer, and the rate of interest was low. Next, this is the Kisan Credit Card, KCC. I request all the cadet, please make a note of it. It can be asked in MCQs. Personal Accident Insurance Scheme, PAIS, the full form can be asked, or some other scheme introduced by the government. So the government is taking number of the steps in the goodwill of the farmers which can give the more benefits to the farmer. Moreover, the special weather bulletins and the agriculture program for the farmers were introduced on the radio and as well as on the television. Now also if you are seeing the Doordarshan channel, in that Kisan channel is coming, in that all the crops and other different plantation crop, all the introduction, how to grow, how to harvest, how to take care of the crops, everything they are making the program and making awareness. Lots of agriculture universities are there and they are working hand to hand nearby the areas and introducing the different technology and institutional reforms in that area. The government also announced the minimum support price, that is the MSP, right? Remunerative and procurement prices for the important crop to check the exploitation of the farmer by the speculators and the middlemen. So dear cadet, these are the different facilities and the schemes provided by the Government of India for the benefit of the farmers. Next, this is Bhudan or Gramdan. I request all the cadets to please have a silent reading of this particular slide So by that you can understand about what is the Bhudan or Gramdan. So Mahatma Gandhi declared Vinoba Bhave as his spiritual leader. He also participated in Satyagraha as one of the foremost Satyagrahis. He was one of the Gandhi's concept of Gram. So the Gram Swaraj after Gandhiji's. That means this whole is the interesting aside which is given in the textbook. Those who are having the textbook, this is the interesting aside given in that. Please read it. That's related to the Bhudan or Gramdan. You please go ahead. Today your homework is about that. You have to read these slides, and after that if you are having any difficult point, you can ask to me which type of question it can be asked on your this topic or so on. Right? Next, moving further to have the questions for the today's presentation. Okay? Please write down the questions on the given topic. First, today we had completed the cotton and jute. On that, to describe their feature, it can be asked. Next, after that we had discussed about the institutional and technological reform. Right question. Why do we need to have technology? Why do we have a technological and institutional reforms in India? I hope so the question is clear to you. Why do we need to have technological and institutional reforms in India? Next question. Explain 4 technological reform initiative taken by the government. I repeat, explain 4 technological reform initiative taken by the government to ensure the increase in agriculture production. So in this question, what you have to write? The 4 technological reform. That is the green revolution in agriculture or a white revolution in the milk were introduced. Tractor, harvester, thresher and all for better production. Fertilizer, insecticides, pesticides and so on, you can write in that. Then the 4th point, that the government announced the MSP and so on. Next, which crop is known as golden fiber? I repeat, on this topic we are going to have the question on the jute, right? Which crop is known as golden fiber? Explain any 2 geographical condition essential for the cultivation of this crop. Next, mention its 4 uses. I repeat, which crop is known as a golden fiber? Explain any 2 geographical condition essential for the cultivation of this crop. Full stop. Mention its 4 uses. So in this point, which crop is the golden fiber? So the jute is the golden fiber, and you have to explain about the geographical condition and the areas where their cultivation of this crop is there, and the uses of making of the gunny bags, mats, rope, yarn, carpet and so on. You have to write that. So dear cadet, the questions are very important for you. All the question please write it down in your notebook. After that, take a screenshot or a photograph of that and please send it to me through the WhatsApp, so I can understand about whatever the homework I assign to you, that is clear to you and you are doing that. So lastly, I want to tell all the students, now prepare well. Now you are in 10th standard, and please watch all the video. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, and if you wish about to do the homework, please do it and send it to me. Lastly, thanking to each and everyone for watching this. Till then, be safe and secure at your home. Jai Hind to one and all.